Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gashi's Kaman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Kithure Kindiki has chosen to be silent. Kithure Kindiki is different from the Mount Kenya guys. He is quite different from Moses Kuria, Rigathi Gachagua, Mwangi Kiujuri, Kimani Ichung'wah, Ndindi Nyoro, Alice Wahome, Anne Waiguru, Kihika, Susan, and all the other Mount Kenya leaders. If you've been observing Kithure Kindiki, you notice one thing, that most of the time he is in the field. Most of the time you find him in military gears. You find him trying to motivate the security guys. You also realize that he has spent a lot of time outside Nairobi. Most of the time he is in the fields. The professor of law is casting a very different dimension. The professor of law is coming out mtu ambaye ni tofauti kabisa na viongozi wengine wa UDA. When you look at the controversy that is surrounding Rigathi Gachagua, Kithure Kindiki is nowhere to be seen. In this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to look at the reason why Kithure Kindiki has chosen not to be involved with the shenanigans, with the drama that is surrounding the deputy president and the people of Mount Kenya. Number one, in my view, is that Kithure Kindiki's personality. His personality is making him behave the way he is behaving. If you look at his personality, there are those just guys who are cool, not controversial, and they just focus to the agendas at hand. He's not a drama king, like Ndindi Nyoro or Kimani Ichung'wah or Moses Kuria. I don't think this guy can even hurt a housefly, leave alone a human being. The professor, who was supposed to be William Samoei Ruto's running mate, was outwitted by Rigathi Gachagua. And before he knew what was happening, Gachagua was already declared William Samoei Ruto's running mate. Remember very well that after that happened, Kithure Kindiki had chosen to quit politics until further notice. But William Samoei Ruto was able to bring him back into active politics, contrary to his wishes. Number two, why he has chosen to be silent is because Kithure Kindiki avoids controversy. Kithure Kindiki uses what we call in politics avoidance, whereby you avoid things that are controversial. The avoidance political approach means that he does not want to be associated with William Samoei Ruto. He does not want to be seen to be supporting Rigathi Gachagua. He does not want to be seen to be antagonizing any leader. He does not want to be undermining anybody. He avoids controversy. He avoids politicians who are abrasive. That is what we call avoidance political approach. And he is doing it very well. The other reason why I think, in my view, Kithure Kindiki has chosen to be silent. He knows very well that power is transient. The fact that he was very close to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta those days, the fact that he was very much involved by the ICC case of William Samoei Ruto and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, he now understands very clearly that power is temporary. Power is transient. Today you are the president, tomorrow somebody will be the president of the Republic of Kenya. Even that idea of not antagonizing Gachagua is very much calculated. The professor of law understood very clearly that Rigathi Gachagua can become the president of the Republic of Kenya. And then, if you ask the professor, and if Gachagua becomes the president of the Republic of Kenya, say the unfortunate things happens and Gachagua takes over. Say William Samoei Ruto is impeached, resigns, or due to natural attrition, things happens. What would happen is that Rigathi Gachagua and Kithure Kindiki would work so well because he has not been antagonizing him. Again, William Samoei Ruto will have no issue working with Kithure Kindiki. So this guy is brilliant by all standards. This guy has his own principles. He's not a pushover. He's a guy who knows what should be done. The other reason why he has chosen not to talk or to be involved in theatrics is because he knows very well that silence is golden and that there is peace in silence. Talking too much doesn't help in politics. One thing about William Samoei Ruto, and this is where William Samoei Ruto and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta are different, and also Mwai Kibaki, you realize that William Samoei Ruto responds to everything. He responds even when he's not supposed to respond. Because if you ask me, like that issue of the 200 million jets, he was not supposed to say anything. He was supposed to keep quiet until the debate evaporates. Because you see, he ended up causing more harm than good. So, Kithure Kindiki knows that it is in silence that you can escape very, very controversial issues. It is in silence that you can disarm your enemy. And when he is silent, he already has his own peace. Because I'm saying there is peace in silence. So if if you keep quiet, if you're not contravening anybody, directives, if you're not disrespecting anybody, your boss, your juniors, then you have a lot of peace. But there's some leaders who are antagonistic in nature. Somebody like Moses Kuria, somebody like Dedi Nyoro, somebody like Rigathi Gachagua, somebody like Babu Owino. These guys are antagonistic. If you look at Mother Karua, very different personality with Kithure Kindiki. So Kithure Kindiki, unajua tunasema mgala muwe na haki mpe. And Kithure Kindiki are the kind of leaders, kind of good leaders, who have found themselves in bad governance. Kithure Kindiki is just among the very few people who knows that things are not going well, but he cannot talk. If you look at the way he respects William Samoei Ruto, you look at the way he respects Rigathi Gachagua, the way he respects his fellow CSs, it tells you that education makes somebody different from others. It tells you that this is somebody who has been to school. It tells you that this is somebody who understands the way human beings operate. The other thing that has made him to be silent, not to say about anything, is that I think he wants to appear different. Unajua, if the people behaves the same way and you're not doing what they are doing, definitely will be different. And today, if you put Rigathi Gachagua on the ballot, and all those guys, Akina Dedi Nyoro, Akina Kimani Ichung'wah, Akina Murkomen, Akina Ruto, if you put Kithure Kindiki on the ballot, none of these guys in UDA who can defeat Kithure Kindiki, including William Samoei Ruto, including the combination of Dedi Nyoro, Kimani Ichung'wah, all these guys, they cannot defeat Kithure Kindiki. Kithure Kindiki, maybe the only people who can defeat him are those in Azimio. Because, they cannot trust him. Most of the people in Azimio cannot trust anybody in UDA. I don't know whether you can vote for Kithure Kindiki if he vies for the presidency. But if you ask me, if you give me William Samoei Ruto and Kithure Kindiki, I would vote for Kithure Kindiki. If I'm forced to vote for any candidate in UDA, I would vote for Kithure Kindiki. But to not also compare him with guys like unajua Azimio kuna watu wazuri sana by the way. Sifuna ako pale, Babu Owino ako pale, Raila Amolo Odinga ako pale, Martha Karua ako pale, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka ako pale. So these are guys who are also very good leaders. But when you look at Kithure Kindiki, when you look at his personality is very close to that of Mwai Kibaki. But this is one man who has chosen to be silent. This is one man who has chosen to avoid any controversy. He has avoided attacking, humiliating Rigathi Gachagua. And there's no way he's going to respond. You'll be here and I can bet with my fingers. Hakuna siku hata moja utaona Rigathi Gachagua na Kithure Kindiki wakiwa na malubano, wakiwa na mzozo, wakiwa na mgogoro. Utangojea, hutaona. And until things continue unfolding, because every day new things are unfolding, Kithure Kindiki will remain in the field. And I think remaining in the field and instead of going and work in Nairobi is tactical in itself. He's trying to avoid this politics of Nairobi. This politics, especially dirty politics of UDA. I think that is what he's trying to do. And most likely, and this one maybe is going to shock you, he is a wild card for William Samoei Ruto's running mate. That is something that can also make him to be quiet, to avoid any controversy. Maybe he knows that William Samoei Ruto is going to nominate him in 2027 as his running mate. Because truth be told is that William Samoei Ruto cannot go to 2027 general elections with Rigathi Gachagua as his running mate. It is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. I don't know what you think, but from where I sit, this man is brilliant. From where I sit, this man is different. From where I sit, this man is among the very few guys who knows what should be done. I think for those of you who have read The Animal Farm, that book by George Orwell, there is this one animal, I'm not sure whether it was the horse. The horse was not very much bothered. No, I think is it the horse or the donkey? It was not very much bothered with what was happening. And if you ask him, he would say, in fact, very, very wise, but he knew that the leaders who are pigs, whatever they were doing was wrong. He knew. And he was just actually isolating himself. Most of the time he would isolate himself. He would laugh at other animals wakijenga kitu ambacho walikuwa nakiita kinu. Kwa sababu kuna pia kitabu hiki kimetafsiriwa kwa lugha ya Kiswahili, Shamba la Wanyama. I don't know if you can remind me. Please guys, have a blessed day, and please let me know what you think about Kithure Kindiki. Just give your honest opinion. Give your honest opinion. I'm not saying he's the best, but he's better than many guys in UDA. Bye-bye.